What's going on, everybody? My name is Baloo and welcome to the jungle. This is the channel where we take a very simple approach to technical analysis. We analyze the price in the context of volume using the Wyckoff method. If that is something that interests you, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. I do this every single day, except for the days that I don't. So, taking a look at the price of what are we looking at? Oh yeah, I got a coin request inside of the comments section to go ahead and take a look at Rubik. DeFi project, know very little about it. You know what, let's start out on the Rubik price here. Let's start out taking a look at the market cap of Rubik on CoinGecko. So down 25% of its value at the time of recording this video. RBC, take Rubik. Well, let's see here. How long has it been around? It's been around since October, September. Okay. Decline. We did get a bit of an increase here. Okay. All right. So there is some consolidation here at a higher end of the range. Okay, nice volume bump, and the consolidation's falling on low volume. Okay, me personally, I don't touch this stuff. The 24-hour trading volume is $170,000. That is nothing. That is nothing. My threshold, my minimum, and it comes with a lot of fundamental analysis to ensure the demand is there, because it's very important when analyzing supply and demand that you have one of them on lock. You can't interpret both supply and demand at the same time. You have to just assume that one is there. We're in a bull market. You can add some fundamental analysis to ensure that the demand is there, and then that allows you to focus on the supply. When there's no supply in an environment of demand, the price goes up. So yeah, $170,000 24-hour trading volume. I wouldn't even call this trading volume. This is just people adding to the liquidity pool, I would assume. Bare minimum for me is 50 million. You need to have at least $50 million traded every single day on an asset for me to be interested in it. But hey, let's go ahead and take a look at the analysis nonetheless. So only pair I could find here is, oh, you know what, they probably have it on this is Hedgic. Hedgic is a cool project. You should go check out Hedgic. But let's go RBC tether. Do they have a tether? Okay, so let's zoom in here and see what we can see. I can't draw drawings. I'm on an iPad. For those of you who are on a normal computer, you can draw drawings here, but you've got your buyer's climax, your automatic reaction, your secondary test, and now we have our second test in phase B. So this looked good up until this volume spike right here, but it's very hard. It's very hard to analyze these illiquid coins because, you know, people are coming in and out of them, and they have a huge impact. Huge impact on not only the price action, but a huge impact on volume. Volume and price are the most powerful indicators that you will ever use. You need to know how to use them. You need to learn how to interpret them. But once you've got it, they are incredibly powerful. There is no better indicator than using price and volume together. That being said, there is a caveat, and the caveat is liquidity. You need market consensus. You can't have anomalies. And when you're on illiquid coins, you're going to have a ton of anomalies. So, you know, if you want to throw a little bit of money at this, you know, throw, you know, a night's dinner out at this and, you know, see what happens in a year, go for it. Is it a trading opportunity for me? Not so much, not so much. What else do I have on the dinner plate here? Waves. Waves has been on a tear. Waves has been on a stupid tear. So taking a look at Waves. Let's zoom out. Let's get the structure here. Nice cup and handle is what I see right off the bat. You can see that right here. You know, I draw this more or less here. We got some over exuberance over here, but you can see that formation there. You know, you've got our cup and we've got our handle. It's not Wyckoff. You know, sometimes I revert to my earlier days of pattern trading. One of the setups that I do like is cup and handles. So, you know, cup and handle does have a place in my heart. But let's zoom in and let's take a look at what's going on the 45 minutes so we can get into the nitty gritty of this move. Okay, so we have our trend, and then we kind of have a change of the trend here, and this area right here is kind of our change of character. So the change of character is where you need to start your analysis, start drawing your trading range. So if this is our buyer's climax, going up to there doesn't really fit. It's probably an overthrow. Come down to there. That kind of fits all right. Only problem with this is it's very steep. This is a very steep trading range. So it's steep trading ranges to the upside can fail very easily because of the angle. You know, it's just it's very easy for this level to be broken here. We're testing over here, so that's good. You can see that we're testing the previous highs, so you know we're currently below, but it wouldn't take much to get back on top of that. Overall volume is declining. That's good. We had a peak here and a decline on the test. So we had a peak and then a decline. The supply was absorbed. Then we had another peak, and this other peak here fell on low volume. So that's good. It's showing an ease of movement to the upside. And now we have an absorption of the supply. We can see the overall decline in volume. There's less and less selling pressure occurring. So what we would like to see is the volume starting to come in. We need to see that increase in the demand. The supply has been absorbed. Now we need to see the increase in the demand. So, you know, we could fall out of the range, get bought back in. A lot of volatility in the space in general right now because of Bitcoin. So if this does begin to start, you know, coming down, like if we break through and we don't get bought back into the range, but just go underneath, this would be your LPSY. LPSY, last point of supply, and that's going to be the initiation of a trend reversal. If we did get a trend reversal, where would we go? Let's zoom back out. Let's go to the 4 hour for this one. So not a lot of structure, The biggest, you know, support zone that we have is this area back here. So let's just draw on the peak. We can see that we peaked out there. This is also, it was consolidated on top of, so I like a consolidation on top. That represents support a little bit better. So if you go to the candle body close here, this is the SR flip. SR flip. Support / resistance flip. So worst case scenario is we got to come back down here and consolidate before heading back up. That's what I'm seeing inside of Waves. You know, we've been in a very intense upswing with all assets. They do need to cool down. They do need to consolidate. The sellers have to sell. The buyers have to buy. You know, the market needs to work itself out, and that takes time. And you know, we're just gonna have to wait and see what the next moves are. But it would be very, very normal, very, very healthy for us to get a little bit of a pullback with Bitcoin being this close to the all-time high. You know, recharge the batteries and go for gusto. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing inside the charts. That is all the time I have for today. If you enjoyed the content, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and if there are any projects that you would like me to take a look at, leave them in the comments section down below. My preference would be 50 million traded per day, but you know, I'll take a look at anything. You just can't be upset when I poo-poo on it. Anyways, please trade safe out there. It's a jungle. Peace.